Imagine this. You're chilling at home, scrolling TikTok when suddenly the ground shakes. Not just a normal earthquake, not even the, oh no, my dishes are rattling kind. No, this is a magnitude 15 earthquake. Yeah, 15. For context, the largest earthquake ever recorded in human history was a 9.5 in Chile. Back in 1960, a 9.5 is already apocalyptic. Cities collapse, tsunamis sweep across oceans, entire coastlines are redrawn. So what does a 15 look like? Let's find out. Okay, first we need to understand how earthquake magnitudes work. They're measured on a logarithmic scale. That means each step up isn't just a little more shaky. A jump from magnitude 8 to 9 means about 32 times more energy. So if we leap from 9.5 to record up to 15, we're not talking double, triple, or even 100 times worse. We're talking about an earthquake releasing more energy than the Earth itself can realistically store in its crust. In fact, geologists say magnitude 10 is basically the ceiling for real-world quakes. 15, that's science fiction territory. But hey, we said what if. So let's roll with it. Step 1, the quake hits and the shaking. It wouldn't just knock you off your feet. It would fling you like popcorn in a microwave. Skyscrapers wouldn't crumble. They'd be thrown sideways like Lego pieces swatted off a table. The ground itself, forget cracks in the sidewalk. We're talking continents tearing like ripped paper. Whole mountain ranges would collapse in seconds. Rivers would slosh out of their beds. And oceans, well, brace yourself, because step 2, the tsunamis. A normal large quake can trigger waves that are 30, 40, maybe 100 feet high. A magnitude 15. We're looking at tsunamis measured in miles. Walls of water racing across entire oceans at jet speed. New York gone. Tokyo gone. Pretty much every coastal city you can. Name underwater within an hour. But wait, it gets worse. All that energy doesn't just stay in the crust, it shakes the whole planet. Like literally it would cause Earth itself to wobble in orbit. Imagine ringing a dinner plate by tapping it with a spoon. Now replace the spoon with a sledgehammer. That's what a Mag 15 does to the planet. You'd feel aftershocks for years. Not little tremors, massive quakes rippling around the globe, one after another. Here's the kicker. The sheer energy released, scientists estimate a magnitude 15 would equal about 1,032 joules. Translation: that's more energy than the impact that wiped out the dinosaurs. More energy than if a giant asteroid the size of Mars slammed into Earth. At that point, it's not just an earthquake anymore. It's basically Earth partially exploding. So what's the big reveal? A magnitude 15 earthquake wouldn't just destroy cities. It would probably destroy the entire planet. Mountains gone, oceans boiling, the atmosphere ripped apart, life, history, everything we've ever known finished in a single, horrifying shake. Now, the good news, don't panic. A quake this size is physically impossible with Earth's geology. Our crust just can't store that much energy. The biggest real quake we might ever see is probably around a 10, and even that would be catastrophic enough. So yeah, magnitude 15 is safe in the sci-fi nightmare category. Still, it's wild to imagine next time you hear about a magnitude 5 or 6 quake in the news. Just remember that's nothing compared to the cosmic blender we just imagined. So what do you think? If a magnitude 15 earthquake actually hit, what would be the scariest part? The tsunamis, the collapsing continents, or the fact that Earth itself might fall apart? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button if you enjoyed this ride into doom science, and subscribe for more what-ifs, scenarios that make you both laugh and worry a little, because hey, sometimes the best way to understand our world is to imagine what happens when it completely breaks.